Hi, I'm Lawrence Hewitt with Torchwood Coaching, and this is your 5-minute-ish coaching session. Today, I'm going to talk about the trust equation. And the reason why I'm going to talk about the trust equation, again, goes back to relationships. Relationships both in your personal life and in your professional life. I always tell my clients that when it comes to your career, performance is only half of your job. The other half of your job is building relationships, nurturing relationships, ensuring that you have a healthy network of relationships. That's what gets you across the ultimate finish line in your career. Trust is key to relationships. I did another post talking about empathy and how empathy is key. They're both keys. There are two keys to having healthy relationships, and empathy will feed into the trust equation, as I'll explain in a moment. So, what is the trust equation? And really, it should be called the trustworthiness equation because it's about how you can build trustworthiness with others. And it is quite literally an equation. And it starts with credibility, meaning that people believe what you say. You come across as being credible. The information you're providing seems like the right information. It's credibility plus reliability, that I believe you're going to do what you say you're going to do, and you're going to do it when you say you're going to do it. Now, those two things are pretty straightforward. The next part of the equation is intimacy. So it's credibility plus reliability plus intimacy. And intimacy is about how safe do I feel with you? If I show you vulnerability, if I am empathetic toward you, what are you going to do with that information? Will you keep it safe? Will you keep it in confidence? In other words, do you have my best interests at heart? Can I trust you with my safety and security? Do you show me, in turn, empathy as well? And again, so this is where empathy comes into it. So it is credibility plus reliability plus intimacy. Now, it's an equation, right? Then there's a denominator. Then that is divided by self-orientation. Self-orientation meaning when you and I interact, how much focus do I put on you versus myself? If in all of our interactions, it's all me, 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 then I'm very self-oriented. And if self-orientation is high, it is going to detract from everything above. It's going to detract from my credibility, my reliability, my intimacy with you. If, on the other hand, I am other-oriented, in other words, if I am oriented toward you, again, meaning that I am showing interest in you, I am showing curiosity about you, I am showing empathy toward you, then that can actually act as a multiplier to everything above. Acts as a multiplier, once again, to credibility, reliability, intimacy. Now we have trust. Now we're really burning with some gas when it comes to trust. All of these things need to be in place. If any one of these things is a little bit off in your trustworthiness, the whole thing falls apart. You are not a trustworthy person. So you need to think about how you're interacting with others. In other words, for example, think about someone you've worked with over the past couple of quarters. How credible have you been in front of that person? Have you said things that perhaps turned out to be wrong? Well, then that means you need to really double down on your credibility. Have you not delivered when you said you were going to deliver? Now you have to work on your reliability. Or have you been gossiping, perhaps? Now you're going to have to work on the intimacy. You're going to have to show more empathy. And how self-oriented have you been? Has it been about you or has it been about them? If it's been about you, now you have to double down on the curiosity, the interest, the empathy. By the way, I hear from a lot of my clients, you know, I'm really busy during the day. When I sit down with somebody, it's work, work, work. You know, we need to get down to business. That does not work when it comes to building trust. You are not going to build trust that way. You need to spend the time to build the intimacy part of the trust equation. Take a few minutes. Ask, how are you doing? Ask about if you know something about them. Do they have kids? How is their wife? What are their hobbies? What are sports they're interested in? Spend just a few minutes in each of those interactions to be personal, to show interest, to show curiosity. That is the key within the trust equation to really building trust, leading with heart, leading with empathy. Okay, that's your 5 minute-ish coaching session. Please do let me know what you think. Reach out to me. You can look at my website at torchwoodcoaching.com. Check out my new website and my new business, leadershipinplay.com, where we deliver powerful leadership lessons through gameplay. It's really fun, really interesting. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.